Have you ever opened your phone for just a second and suddenly it's been 30 minutes? And the worst part is not even the time. It's the feeling afterward, foggy, slightly irritated, and somehow still wanting more. Here's the plot twist. That's not a discipline problem. That's a reward system doing exactly what it was trained to do. Most people think dopamine means pleasure, but dopamine is closer to wanting and seeking. It's the signal that says, go get that thing. It also helps your brain learn what to repeat. When something surprises you in a good way, dopamine spikes and your brain goes, remember this, do it again. And guess what's built on surprise and unpredictability? Endless feeds. The next swipe might be boring or amazing. That uncertainty is the hook. Your brain is basically running a tiny slot machine with your thumb. Not because you're weak, because your brain loves patterns and it learns fast. So if studying feels flat compared to scrolling, it's not because studying is useless. It's because your brain has been trained to crave fast, high-variety stimulation. Slower, quieter rewards don't ping as strongly anymore. The good news, you don't need a dramatic detox life. You need a different setup. Today I'll explain what's happening in your brain in plain English, and then I'll give you routines that break the cycle in real life: finite media, phone presence rules, notification batching, urge surfing, if-then plans, and a simple reward redesign that makes studying feel doable again. No, quit your phone forever. No shame, just smart design. Because once you understand the loop, you stop blaming yourself. And once you stop blaming yourself, you can actually change it. Let's start with the loop that keeps you trapped. This is the loop. Cue, routine, reward. Cue is the moment before you scroll. It's usually not happiness, it's discomfort, boredom, stress, a tiny empty moment, a hard task, a difficult emotion. Sometimes it's even success. You finish something and your brain goes, cool, now give me a treat. Routine is what you do. Open the app, scroll, chase novelty. Reward is not just entertainment. It's relief. It's escape. It's a quick something happened feeling. And because the feed is endless, your brain never gets a clear stop signal. No chapter finished, no credits rolled, just more. Now here's the part most people miss. The strongest addiction-like loops are powered by variable rewards. If the reward is predictable, the craving is lower. If the reward is unpredictable, the craving stays high. That's why one video is never one video. One scroll is never one scroll. Your brain is still searching for the next unpredictable hit. And there's a second hidden problem: attention residue. Every time you switch apps or jump between clips, your brain leaves a little part of attention behind. It's like trying to study while tiny browser tabs are still loading in your head. That's why, after scrolling, studying feels harder. You're not dumb. Your mind is fragmented. You don't need more pressure. You need fewer switches. So the goal is not be stronger. The goal is remove the slot machine mechanics and rebuild calm, predictable rewards. Here's a quick check you can do today. When you feel the urge, don't judge it. Just name the cue. Bored, anxious, avoiding, overwhelmed, I need a break. That tiny label creates a gap, and in that gap, we can install better routines. Routine number 1, switch from infinite to finite media. Infinite media is the feed, endless, unpredictable, no natural ending. Finite media is one chosen thing with a clear end. So here's the rule: entertainment must have edges. If you want to watch something, choose one video, one episode, or one playlist you set ahead of time. Even better, decide it before you open the app. Then stop, not because you're punishing yourself, but because you are removing the variable reward engine. When the engine is gone, the craving loses fuel. If you need help with stopping, make the edge visible. Use watch later instead of the feed. Or set a timer for the one thing you chose. The point is, you end on purpose, not because you ran out of willpower. Routine number 2. Remove the presence drain. Even if you don't touch your phone, seeing it or knowing it's nearby makes your brain do extra work. It's like a background battle. Part of you is studying. Part of you is guarding the candy jar. So create a simple boundary. During study blocks, phone out of sight. Not on the desk, not face down, out of sight. A drawer, another room, a bag. Routine number 3. Notification batching. Notifications are tiny cues that train your brain to check, check, check. So don't just reduce them. Contain them. Pick 2 or 3 times a day when you check messages. Everything else stays quiet, except truly urgent contacts. These 3 routines change the environment. But we still need the most important tool: what to do in the exact moment you crave the scroll. Because the craving will come. And if you don't have a script, autopilot will write one for you. So here's the tool that breaks the spell: urge surfing. Urge surfing is simple. You stop treating the craving like a command. A craving is a wave. It rises, peaks, and falls. It feels endless, but it usually isn't. So when you feel the urge to scroll, do this for 60 seconds. Notice where the urge sits in your body: chest, throat, hands, jaw, stomach. Describe it like a scientist: tight, warm, restless, buzzing. Then watch it shift. You are not trying to be calm. You are proving to your brain, I can feel this without obeying it. Here's the weird magic. The moment you observe the urge, it often drops a notch. Not always, but often enough to matter. If 60 seconds feels impossible, do 10. 10 seconds is still you in charge. Now combine urge surfing with an if-then plan, because the brain loves scripts. If I unlock my phone, then I pause and ask, what did I actually come here to do? If I feel bored, then I do 1 minute of my study start ritual. If I feel stressed, then I do 10 slow breaths or a short walk before I decide. If I truly need a break, then I take a break on purpose. Water, stretch, bathroom, 2 minutes outside. A real break resets you. A scroll usually doesn't. This is not motivation. It's automation. Now we make studying compete fairly by redesigning the reward. Scrolling gives you an immediate reward at the beginning. Studying usually gives you a reward at the end. So we move a small reward closer to the start. 2 tools: the 1-minute start ritual and the proof hit. 1-minute start ritual. Open your material and do the smallest possible action for 60 seconds. Underline 1 line, solve 1 step, write 1 sentence. 1 minute. Stopping after a minute is allowed. That's the trick. Easy starts build trust. Proof hit. End with 2 recall questions without looking. Even 1 correct answer gives your brain evidence. Evidence feels good. Evidence creates calm. Then add a tiny, clean reward that doesn't hijack you. Stand up and stretch. Make tea. Put a check mark on a tracker. You're teaching your brain, focus leads to something pleasant and predictable. Now let's turn all of this into a clear 7-day reset you can follow without perfection. Here's your 7-day reset. Keep it simple. Consistency beats intensity. Day 1. Remove infinite media once. Replace the feed with 1 chosen finite thing. Day 2. Phone out of sight during 1 study block. Day 3. Batch notifications. 2 or 3 check times only. Day 4. Practice urge surfing once. 60 seconds. Just once. Day 5. Add an if-then plan. If I unlock my phone, I pause and name the real purpose. Day 6. Use the 1-minute start ritual for studying. 1 minute only. Stop while it's easy. Day 7. Add the proof hit. 2 recall questions without looking. That's your reward. 2 tiny upgrades that make this stick. First, give your phone a home, a single parking spot when you work. If it has a home, it stops roaming around your desk like a bored pet. Second, end each study block with a clean ending. Write one line. Next step is. That reduces the urge to escape later because your brain knows how to restart. One important rule for the whole week: no perfection drama. If you slip and scroll, don't restart your life. Just restart the next moment. Ask, what was the cue? Then run the script again. And here's the mindset that makes this work. You're not trying to become a new person. You're retraining a loop. Your brain learned scrolling equals quick relief. Now you teach it. Calm focus equals progress. Progress becomes rewarding when you can see it, track it, and feel small wins early. If you like practical systems like this, subscribe. In the next video, I'll show you the vision versus action matrix and a simple 3-step plan to remove blockers and finally follow through.